Alright, welcome to today's video. It's chapter 1, lesson 2C. We're going to do some division today. We're going to divide decimal numbers by whole numbers. Alright, let's look at this example. 4.35 divided by 5. So I've got a decimal number here and I've got a whole number here. We are back to buttons on the snowman. So I want to line my decimals up like they look like buttons on a snowman. When else did we use that? Adding and subtracting. Did we use it for multiply and divide? No, we did not. But for adding and subtracting, we lined up our dots. So for division, we also line up our dots. And then we kind of just forget about it. That sounds like multiplication, where we kind of just forgot about it. So 5 can't go into 4, but 5 can go into 43 8 times. 8 times 5 is 40. Subtract, bring down the 5. 5 goes into 35 7 times. It was even Steven. Everything was great. If it had not been even Steven, we could have come up here and added some zeros. Add a 0, bring it down, and we could have kept on dividing. But this one happened to end up nice and pretty.
Are you laughing?
All right, so I need you to try dividing 9.8 by 2. Try it by yourself in your notes, and then push pause, push play, and see if you're right. All right, were you correct? 4 and 9/10, 4.9. 2 can go into 9 4 times. 4 times 2 is 8. Subtract and get a 1. Bring down this 8. 2 goes into 18 9 times, and it ended perfectly, so we were done. All right, let's try this one. First thing I've got is buttons on a snowman. Get my decimals lined up correctly. 14 cannot go into 7, so I put a 0, but 14 can go into 77. Well, I'm not quite sure, so I'm going to do some scratch work. I feel if I estimated this guy to be 15 and I started skip counting, 15, 30, 45, 60, 75. So I feel like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to try 14 times 5. Might be too big, might be too small. 4 times 5 is 20. Carry the 2. 5 times 1 plus 2 is 7. I feel like that's really good. I think we have a good estimate here. So I'm going to put a 5 up top. 14 times 5 is 70. Remember, I don't pay any attention to this guy. I just do 77 minus 70. And, well, darn, it did not end right away. I have a remainder, but we can't really have a remainder. That would be weird. You can't have a decimal and say remainder 7. So we got to add a 0. And then we get to bring that 0 down. 70, that's going to be another 5 again. 5 times 14 is 70, and I don't have a remainder. I am done. Dunsville. All right, so you try this question. 9.48 divided by 15. And see what you get. Push pause, work it out, hit play, and see if you're right. And so here's our answer, 0.632. I did have to add one extra 0 in order to make it finally end. And I have my decimals lined up. Look and see if your division looks like mine. All right, let's look at a real world example where we have money. So I have $5.68, and I need to divide it into 3 groups, maybe 3 people, maybe 3 items, but I need to divide it by 3. $5.68 goes in the house, 3 goes outside the house. Line up my decimals. 3 goes into 5 once. Bring down the 6. 3 goes into 26 8 times. Bring down the 8. 3 goes into 28 9 times. Oh darn, I did not get a 0 remainder, so I've got to add a 0 up here, bring it down. Oh no, I didn't end up with a 0 remainder. But instead of just keeping and adding zeros, this is going to be a money answer. So it doesn't really matter anything beyond this guy. Because money answers, this means $1, this means 89 cents. Is this 3 big enough to change it to 90 cents? Does a 3 round the neighbor up? No, it does not. So my final answer in money is $1.89. Doesn't matter that it kept going because this will never be big enough to round him up to the next amount.